Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 51. In the last video from Part 50, to take part in the 6th driving mission in The Sun Also Rises, will be received to have 2 rewards in bronze and gold to get the Subaru BRC Drift Car 2017, and of course, the Chaparral 2J 1970 is a very good white-winged beast that is also to be part to be welcomed to have a very good updated look to become as a premium racing car category. So now, it's time to get ready to go and take part for having another round in the circuit experience. We'll have to go to Americas. That's right folks, looks like this is going to be the perfect stopping point. We'll be continuing on in part 51 as we entered in 2023. So looks like it used to have 9 racing cars to take place to be located around in America. But we have Watkins Glen International and Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta has already added to the game. So I hope I could probably have to start out to choose which kind of American racetrack we'll have to start out with. So let's go and take on for having a 1 lap time attack to be at Northern Isle Speedway. We'll be doing a piece of cake. But it is going to be quite very good to have a very good selected road car because racing car is the Corvette Stingray Racer concept. 100,000 credits to be on gold and 20,000 credits in bronze. Talk about having a piece of cake. So let's see how it turns out for this part of today's video segment, as we're about to go in for having an exact time limit by around 30 or under an hour. 30 minutes is going to be doing just fine to be average, but under 1 hour, just gonna have to be on the main lookout, so just gonna have to take some time and gonna have to do choosing 1 race course at a time. I just really might need to do some more GT credits before the next update will be arrived here. So gonna have to be ready and take on for only 1 lap. We'll have to beat the main time by exactly 20.3 seconds. So here I go, and gonna have to drive this Corvette Stingray Racer Concept 59. So it is going to be quite going example to be much more fine careful, but it takes 2 turns between the inside and outside altogether. Just gonna have to take 2 sectors and find a good perfect line to catch up to the ghost car. Gonna have to keep a good steady turn. Alright, there you go. Not so bad after all. Gold record and piece of cake by having 19.770 seconds in under 20 seconds. Yep, looks like this is going to be a very good best ever moment out there folks. Lucky times and lucky moments because it'll have to bring out some good luck to see how clean racing for only 1 part of the circuit experience. Here's the replay by having my best time by under 20 seconds in 19 seconds. But it is going to be quite very amazing to see how 1 Corvette Stingray Racer concept is doing much more fine technique to stay on the main grip. Having some more exact grip will do the balance. That's 1 course down, only 11 more to go. Replay saved, let's go exit out. So it'll have to be earnable to have 30,000 credits after gonna have to be going combined total to have 120,000 credits. So clear on all bronze in Northern Isle Speedway, and gold will be combined together to have some good earnings. So very good and very excellent to have a piece of cake for only 1 speedway circuit from GT Sport. So let's see, just going to start out to have American course race number 2. So let's go to Blue Moon Bay Speedway by having 2 layouts between Speedway and Infield A. 2 Group 3 race cars like the Aston Martin DBR9 GT1 and Ford Mustang Group 3 has now also to be set up and go for some different earnings. But there is also to have 2 sectors including a 1 lap time attack to be on a Tri-oval circuit. And for Infield A, 3 sectors including a 1 lap time attack will do just fine to see how it goes. So let's start out to be on the Tri-oval circuit. 3 turns, 3 straightaways, and one Group 3 race car ever yet to be well used to see how one Aston Martin to be featured in GT7, since Ford Mustang Group 3 was actually to be used as the original courtesy car from the circuit experience since GT Sport. So there might be some two sectors will have to be going in. This is going to be quite very amazing to see how total time limit. So let's start out to take sector 1 to be in turn number 1. So let's go and straight up as a most fine effort to see how the Group 3 racer Okay, here comes the first turn. Gonna have to do the inside. Watch out for the barrier. Alright, very good job. Not so bad after all. 16.480 seconds without any single hit by the barrier. So let's go exit out to skip the replay, because this is gonna have to do some more time to be on the most duration important yet. One sector down, 2 more to go, and save it for one lap time attack wheel faster to take a triangular circuit track. So this will be doing sector 2. We'll have to go for having turn 2 and 3 by having a stopping point, except turn 2 is going to have to be rev up and go increase acceleration between the inside or outside. So let's find out, and gonna have to go for the main goal objective time in 26.2 seconds. Here I go, let's do this. Okay, just like this. Turn 2 going speed up, proceed, and here comes turn 3. Less braking, more inside cornering. We'll have to stay on the RPM range by the acceleration to do some more practice when you're in sport mode. There you go. 25.746 seconds is now. Very good job. So time to get ready to take for having one lap time attack after having another replay we'll be adding in to be saved to my library. So this is going to be having a one lap time attack by exactly around 45 seconds with a decimal of 0.4 seconds. Just gonna have to make sure you guys speed up on 3 straightaways, including 3 turns. We'll have to do much more fine propositional to see how the inside and outside will be doing much more differences like any other speedway circuits. So here comes turn 1. Gonna have to do the inside, stay on track, let the ghost car will go through. But any direction whenever you like to choose on the second straightaway before going in to be at turn 2. But it'll have to be determination to see how 2 sectors will have to do come in handy. Turn 2 clear. Here comes turn 3. Go hard left. Change any number of gears. Will have to be much more formational. Will have to be on the right side of the track. Alright, there you go. Gold record cleared. 44.694 seconds. Yep, looks like I just truly owned the course. Now, all I need to do is gonna have to keep filling out with some more currency credits before moving on in part 52 in the next video. So I hope I could probably have to come up with an idea of what had to be after having a hard, grueling effort from Asia-Oceania circuits. But it takes exactly over an hour according to my own strategy to see how the development will have to take some time and go progress to see how it turns out to do some more every part of the content videos. So now gonna have to go exit from the track in the Tri-oval circuit. 42,000 credits has now earned, and here it is. 40,000 credits has cleared in all bronze and all gold to receive 200,000 credits. But it's not over yet, because I still got one more course to go, because Infield A for the Ford Mustang Group 3 will be calling in to be ready to go. 3 sectors, including one lap time attack to have different earnings, will be going all gold in 800,000 credits and bronze in 160,000 credits. Total combined amount makes it 960,000 credits to see how this course will have to be truly own it to go successful and 100% to master every type turns rather than racing on the tri-oval circuit in 2 sectors. Just give me 1 second. Just gonna have to get my eyes rubbed up and check. Alright, so there are some 3 sectors. Sector 1 that has a goal objective time in 28.6 seconds. Sector 2, 23.4 seconds. Sector 3, 22 seconds. And a 1 lap time attack to go by around 1 minute, 9.8 seconds. So let's start out in Sector 1 and have that first part of the turn before entering to be on turn number 2, 3, and 4. Counting out the numbers of turns is going to be quite very recognizable, so you guys might have to remember it. So I'm on board with the Ford Mustang. Here I go. Go for the infield to be on turn number 1. Alright, very good job. Now for turn 2. Going forward into infield A. Take turn 3. Stop at turn 4. Turn 4 is going to be a very hard position, so you could probably have to be much more fine attempt until you're going to end up onto bronze or gold. So I just stopped at bronze in 29.113 seconds. Time to go attempt number 2. So let's kick it RPM and go again. Okay, just like that, find a good line. And that's how the apexes should help you whenever it takes that you might need to get through with the strategy. We'll have to find a good time attack attempt. But it's so very close to get a perfect gold medal to have this exact time in 28 seconds. 0.616 seconds is actually to be well marked for having my new record. Gonna have to step it up and go for attempt number 3. I really hope it does. It takes fine hard work effort to deal with some 4 turns when... But there it goes. I just took the lead and the ghost car will have to go right in. Okay, very good. Turn 4 clear. Now, update for having a new record to be marked in gold. 28.422 seconds. Very good job. Motivation and replay to be saved to have a good part to be on my library. 1 sector down, 2 more to go. 1 sector down, 2 more to go. And save it for only 1 lap time attack as I go proceed. So here I go. Just gonna have to go enter to be starting out in turn number 4, turn 5 and 6, and this is gonna be having a hairpin to be on turn 7 through 8. So here comes the first hairpin going in. Step to apex. Keep a good RPM gas. We'll be on the maintain pace. Short blind corner is going to be a very tough effort. Alright, not so bad after all. Gold record cleared in 22.883 seconds. Awesome. Very awesome and outstanding to go overseer to see how a Ford Mustang can actually have to do some more skills to do some new tricks. Gonna have to skip the replay for having a main part to be on the library. So let's go Sector 3. Sector 3 will have to take place to be on a short blind corner before going exit to take place to be on turn 3 when you're in the tri-oval circuit. This is where the final corner is going to be a very good place to do the inside. Gonna have to start in and go enter to have that main part of the objective to go for 22 seconds. Now let's go and exit from infield A. go for the final turn to do much more fine exact position to be on the inside. Gonna have to keep track of good progress. Alright, very good job. 21.552 seconds, mark on the goal. Sector 3 clear, and here I come before doing one lap time attack to master the Infield A session course of Blue Moon Bay Speedway. But not to mention, because Infield B does not part of it for doing the most circuit experience, because it is actually to be well used for beginners. So Sector 3 cleared to have a replay to be saved. So let's start out to have a one lap time attack without any off the track / collided with wall. Now let's get it on and do a one lap time attack to go around in 1 minute 9 seconds weight effort. After clearing 3 sectors, we'll do the exercise workout. I'll let the ghost car will go first, so I could probably have to go second. There goes turn 3. Stop at turn 4 by entering sector 2. Going in at turn 5. Turn 6 at the hairpin. Slow in. Go short straightaway to be at turn 7 through 8. Blind corner is definitely might be going tricky to slow down and get back up to have that main top speed. Okay, close call on the barrier. Here comes a 9-second deadline. Sprint to the finish line, so clock is ticking. Oh, so very close. I thought just gonna end up in silver, but gold record is marked on the time in 1 minute 9 seconds with a decibel of 0.611. Thank you so much, perfect gold record. I just truly own this course by having a good achievement with no current attempts to be moving on. So that's how mastering Infield A of Blue Moon Bay Speedway is a very much by having a Group 3 race car ever since from GT Sport to be in the Tri-oval circuit. So there you go, replay saved, exit out. Fourth section has now cleared to have a good earning reward. We'll be doing a combined credits we'll be putting in as well. So there you go, looks like 160,000 credits to be cleared in bronze, and 800,000 credits have cleared in gold. So now, going up to be currently to be at 2 million credits, we'll be doing perfectly to be on the main progress. So, looks like it's time for me to go back to do some more XC's farming work. We'll have to be well put up to do some ideas to come up with it. So now, Northern Isle Speedway is clear. Blue Moon Bay Speedway is clear. Next up, it's going to be quite very much more fine choices to start out with. How about go to Tech Raceway Laguna Seca? We'll be doing another round for having a most fine exact circuit experience. We'll be courtesy using for the Dodge Viper Group 4 ever since the Dallara SF19 Super Formula with a Toyota engine variant is now being featured from the So next up, Tech Raceway Laguna Seca will be having a Dodge Viper Group 4 will be take part in the circuit experience ever since the Dallara SF19 Super Formula. So next up, Tech Raceway Laguna Seca will be having a Dodge Viper Group 4 will be part in a circuit experience ever since the Dallara SF19 Super Formula with a Toyota engine variant from the Super License Center. So looks like 3 sectors, including 1 lap time attack, is going to be a very good, excellent, exact reference from Gran Turismo 2, Gran Turismo 3, and of course, Gran Turismo 4 to have a very good super license event. We'll have to do some main practice to go for the test. But here in the circuit experience, this is where a Group 4 category will be step in to be featured in GT7 ever since the Group 3 category in the same Dodge Viper was actually to be turns out to have a perfect place and exact Viper moment to be raced around to be on the west coast of America. First sector to be marked on the goal is 38 seconds, Sector 2, 23.3 seconds, and for Sector 3, 36.7 seconds includes for having a 1 lap time attack altogether by having a total time amount in 1 minute 28.6 seconds. That means it also had to be carried out over by 1 minute and 30 seconds when racing in Laguna Seca by any kinds of road car category along with racing car as well. So here we go. Looks like this is where the example is going to be start out to be at turn 1 towards the Andretti hairpin before coming in to be on turn 2. This is where turn 3 is going to be stopping in to be reached up towards the finish line after clearing the first sector. So let's give it a go and start out to be on the final turn. Will we proceed? Gonna have to switch it up to the hood cam just to be in case. Here comes the Andretti hairpin. Gonna have to keep it up and go. Very good. Turn 1 clear at the Andretti hairpin. Now here comes turn 2. Stay steady. Watch yourself because turn 3 is going to be a very tough effort. We'll have to go quick up to be on a hard turn at the right. One sector down clear, 37.574 seconds is now achieved in the goal. Very good job. Looks like it'll have to be much more fine, skillful to be moving on in sector 2. Sector 2, that means it's going to be a very good real straight before proceed onto the corkscrew. Gonna have to skip a replay and save it as well. Alright. Looks like I just finally got a good position in number 1 at the France ranking. Gonna have to go exit out. Moving on in Sector 2. Sector 2 is gonna be the Sector 2 is where you can start out at turn 3 before proceed onto turn 4 and 5 and then going up the hill to be on the real straight before moving on to be at the finish line. And that's where the corkscrew is gonna be the perfect place to be start up in Sector 3. So let's find out and master every parts of the turns in Laguna Seca if you're already got everything to be well expert to good at it. So let's go and proceed as possible to have turn 4 will go on the left. Okay, here comes the brake zone coming in onto the next turn. Watch yourself because that's how off the track is going to be very much more extremely careful, for example. So I just barely made a sloppy effort. Gonna have to try this again for attempt number 2. Okay, stay steady. Let the ghost car go through. I'll have to stay behind. Okay, here comes the 3-second deadline. Silver level, 23.454 seconds. So that's how, when you're entering in the real straight, so you might have to step it up and go harder to be on the quick left turn after going up the hill. So I have to try this again to go for attempt number 3 in Laguna Seca. Just gonna have to do like this. Stay steady and careful without going off the track. Okay, not this time. Go for 0.1 second behind, and there you go. New record cleared, and update in 23 seconds with a decibel 0.194. Okay, it's all clear, so I could probably have to skip the replay before moving on in Sector 3 to take the... Alright, looks like this is where Sector 3 takes place to be entered in the real straight before taking on to be on the corkscrew. We'll go down the hill before proceed on to turn 10 as the final corner to be located right over here where the pit lane entry is being stationed at. I bet it does because mastering the corkscrew is becoming a very good tricky skill. We'll have to be going down the hill to find a good line. With having an apex, we'll have to do some more position to be well stationed up and do a masterable achieve ever since you have been taken from the International A license in the corkscrew. After all, it is a very good excellent corner to be in Laguna Seca by going down the hill. So let's stop right here. Drive carefully. Not this time. So let's give it up and go. Now, this is going to be a very tough moment before going down at the corkscrew. Is going to have to do some braking position to stay up and go earlier. So the ghost car will be going in by example. So I have to go first, going down, and proceed to be on turn number 9. Okay, that was a close call. Okay, folks. This will be a very tough braking position before entered in the starting position when you're entered in Sector 3. So here it comes. Gonna have to go early brake, down the hill, take the corkscrew, will go faster to be driving down the hill. Alright, very good job. Gonna have to keep moving on and go proceed to be at the next corner at the right. Slide around is going to be a very tough distraction, so you might have to step it up and keep going well proceed. Okay, not bad after all. Gold record cleared in 36.605 seconds. That's how mastering the corkscrew is going to give something else to go improve the handling and speed to have the perfect time limit for only one lap during the part in the Manufacturers Cup and Nations Cup. But the practice is going to be very much more important when you're using any kinds of road car and racing car category, especially the Super Formula. Turns out to see how it turns out to becoming much more challenging. After all, the Dallara SF19 Super Formula is a very good place to be courtesy to be used in the Super license. After having a Dodge Viper Group 4 will be take place to be in the circuit experience in GT7, along with a Dodge Viper SRT GT3R from GT Sport. But two different versions of Dodge Viper in two other racing games in the PS4 platform, but especially the PS5 as well, because is exactly to have some different performances for having some fast loading times. And now, the one lap time attack in Laguna Seca to beat the main objective in 1 minute 28.6 seconds in goal. Just like having a super license exam from Gran Turismo 2, well, I hope it is, because Dodge Viper Group 4 will have to be much more faster to master every turns around the track. So here I go. Gonna have to go enter to be on the first turn. A draining hairpin will go inside earlier to be planned and suitable before proceed on to turn 2. Gonna have to give it everything all I got, because 3 sectors in one race is gonna have to do exact fine reference exercise ever since from the previous Gran Turismo games from GT2. Turn 3 clear. Moving on in Sector 2. Alright, there we go. Gonna have to go up the hill in turn 4. Turn 5 is gonna be very tricky. Gonna have to do like this, without any speed bump coming in on the inside apex. Save it before the corkscrew coming in. Here it comes. Outstanding. Now down the hill. Final sector. It all comes down to this. Okay, close call. Now for the final turn. Gonna have to sprint to the finish line. Time is about to go in. Excellent. 1 minute 28.422 seconds by almost to have a 0.6 seconds to be ended up and go down into the silver. So I have cleared the gold lap time attack in Laguna Seca, folks. Just like old-fashioned Gran Turismo 2 to be on a super license to be on a different car from 1999. But in 2023, because this Dodge Viper Group 4 actually does have a good red and white stripes with some decals to be well placed exactly to have a good moment. So here's a replay to see how the example that I just barely will achieve. A draining hairpin is now going clear. Moving on in turn 2. Alright, going short straight to be at turn 3. Stay on the left side of the track before proceed on to turn 4. Follow the sectors and corners when racing in Laguna Seca is all about mastering every exercise in 2 different types of cars will be well suitable to see how the turns will go challengingly to see how many obstacles will have to be on the elevation throughout every corners. And that one over here is going to be having a corkscrew. That's where International A license is doing the exact part. After clearing the corkscrew, now going back in to be in sector 3 to take the last 2 turns. Final turn coming in, and then going up to sprint the finish line in about 1 minute and 28 seconds will be around by the decimal. And that's how you guys mastering Tech Raceway Laguna Seca for the Dodge Viper Group 4 is the perfect place and giving differences to have Dodge Vipers from every Gran Turismo series. So good job, folks. But I hope you did, because it is definitely might be going exactly to be as a fine reference. Replay saved. France ranking to be marked on position number 4 in 1 minute 28.422 seconds. So now let's go exit out and have 48,000 credits will be going up and combined together to have 3 million credits. 4-star roulette ticket has now received for only 1 day. Bronze clear and gold will be going combined amount in 960,000 credits. It was a very good job moment out there, folks. The first part in circuit experience at Americas is going to have to do a stopping point before moving on in part 52 in the next video. So, looks like I got everything to be highlighted to be marked and checked. Northern Isle Speedway, Blue Moon Bay Speedway with 2 layouts, and Laguna Seca is all checked and clear. After all, because 4 courses is definitely much important to have a 30-minute time video for this part of the segment. So I hope I could probably have to be ready to move on before I proceed on to the next part. So I hope I could probably have to get planned and start out to have Trial Mountain Circuit, Willow Springs International Raceway with 3 layouts. But I hope it is, because I should probably have to do this and much more planned to be exactly to be at least. Well, I hope this is going to be quite very good to have the menu style background ever since the 25th anniversary has been ended. But it takes a whole lot of hard work and doing some long time delays, because I'm still working on it, folks. It'll have to take more time and be very well patient before moving on to be continue on into my full walkthrough. I really hope you enjoyed watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Thank you very much. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. I'll be seeing you guys next time in part 52 in GT7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.